G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trigonometry 2. There are 3 formulae to remember in trigonometry. It is important to be able to work out which formula to use to answer a question. Trigonometry is quite a long process. We can get out 5, 6, maybe 7 steps to answer a trigonometry question. So what we've got to do is we've got to be careful about what sides we're thinking about. We can use the acronym SOHCAHTOA to help us remember these formulae. Now then, SOHCAHTOA is an acronym. An acronym is a shortened version. I'll show you how we work with it in just a second. Okay then. Now then, let's say we're thinking about this angle here. And we're going to call this angle theta. Doesn't matter what size it is, we don't know. That's okay because we're just labelling sides. Now then, if you remember from the Trigonometry 1 tutorial, we've got 3 sides on a triangle. The opposite is opposite the angle. The hypotenuse is opposite the right angle. That's the longest side. And the adjacent is the one that's left over next to the angle. Now then, we're going to use SOHCAHTOA. Now then, the first 3 letters, S-O-H, stand for the first formula. S-O-H. S is for sine, written like this, with the angle. Sine theta equals O for opposite, over H for hypotenuse. Because we've got 3 sides, we've got 3 different combinations of sides that we can use, and we use another trigonometrical identity, to identify each one. CAH is the second formula. CAH, that says cosine theta, there's the C, equals A for adjacent, over H for hypotenuse. That's your second trigonometrical formula, the cosine rule. The cosine formula, the cosine rule is something else that comes with advanced trig. Now then, last 3 letters, TOA. TOA, you've probably seen this on your calculator. This is for the tangent ratio. We say tan theta equals O's next for opposite, over A for adjacent. Right, those are our 3 trigonometrical formulae, and we need to be able to remember these 3 and put the right one to the right question. Now then, I'm going to change angle. So in this example here, we're going to work out which trigonometric formula we would use for this triangle. Now, we've got, let's say, an angle here. We're going to call this 58 degrees. And we'll say that we know that this side here, nearly gave it away, the hypotenuse, yes, the longest side, is 15 centimeters, and we want to work out this side here. Now the first step, I'm going to get a different colour pen and I'm going to label my sides. Now then, remembering the opposite is here, that's a side we don't have. If we don't have it, we don't have to label it. Just helps to keep things simple. Right then, we have the side that's the other side to the right angle, which is the hypotenuse. And we also have the side that's next to our angle, which is the adjacent. Now then, looking through all the trigonometric formulas that we've got, for sine, we need the opposite over the hypotenuse. We don't have the opposite, so we can't be using sine. For cosine, we need the adjacent and the hypotenuse. We have the adjacent, we have the hypotenuse, so we're going to use cosine. So I'll just write the formula there. Cosine theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. There we go. We'd use the cosine. We can just check the tangent one as well. Tangent theta, opposite over adjacent. We'd need the opposite, and we don't have that, so we're not using tan. Right then, just as a little forward, I'm going to put the right numbers in the right places in this formula. Just do a little bit of substitution, just as a nice lead into the next lesson. Right, cosine. From this I'd say that cosine angle, our angle's 58 degrees, so I'll write 58 degrees in there, equals adjacent on top of our fraction. The adjacent we're calling x in this example, x over hypotenuse, that's 15, x over 15. I'll go more into that in the next lesson when I show you how to work out the side on a triangle. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your worksheet. Ask your teacher if you've got any problems. Thank you.